So the day didn't start off with a bang, but sometimes they don't.
There's an old curiosity shop. Every once in a while I go by there for the fond recollections that lie there in that old curiosity shop.
Deco waterfall. 50 bucks. $1920s. This is the furniture section of the Goodwill, obviously. See that. And they usually have some pretty good deals here. Well, that's the aisle that I just went down, and I have to be honest, I didn't find anything. Everything was pretty common, so I didn't really film it because I figure, I don't know, maybe you don't want to see stuff like that. So I didn't film it. But on the end cap, I guess you call it an end cap, I did find a Japan rooster. That's one of the older marks right there. And he's in good shape. You know, he's $2, so I don't know. His comb is in good shape, and his wattle. So we'll think about him. Yeah, he's $2. Yeah, I'll probably grab him, purchase him. I'm trying not to say grab. Grab. I think I will purchase him. Should we purchase him? Let's do it. Okay. Now I've been down that aisle as well, and it's mostly clear glass, and there wasn't really anything of interest. We'll let you see this aisle. Now this aisle I have not been down yet, so we're exploring it together. I do see a delightful mid-century magazine rack, which is completely rusted. It can be cleaned, but I'm just not in the mood for that. So I'm going to leave that there. This side is mostly Jello molds, Tupperware, plastic, this and that. And then over here on this side is bric-a-brac. Actually, these are padded mailers, and they are $1.99 each. But today's half price, so these would be $1 each. That's okay. I don't need any. The reason why I'm talking so much is the music is right over top of me. It's pretty loud, so I'll get in trouble if I don't, try to mask it. This says planet-friendly poop bags. I don't need one of those yet. Not for me anyway. Okay. So you can see just sort of general pots and pans. That's nothing. Okay. So that didn't turn out very well. Let's see what's on this end cap. Not much. They are starting to bring out some Christmas things, but I haven't found anything yet. This is all that's new, so I know some of you are going to see that and say, you just passed a $500. No, he's new. He's resin or whatever. So, no good there. And I don't know what's down this. Probably not feeling much down this aisle. None of that Christmas stuff is old. That's all new. And these items here, as you can see, just general basic housewares that have no resale value. Sometimes they're good bargains if you're looking for things for your home, but again, as you know, I'm reselling, so none of this stuff is going to be of any use to me. Sporting goods over there, kids' toys over there. I don't know, Mr. Rooster. Maybe it on this stop. Going back down this aisle again. I told you I wasn't going to film it, and I'm moving fast because you have to trust me on this one. Now, I know sometimes people say, you passed thus and such. Like, okay, just for instance, I have no idea what that is, and I have no interest in it because it's modern. So I realize that there are modern pieces from, you know, the 90s up until now that have value, but they have no interest to me, so I don't resell anything basically past the 60s. So for me, I know I may be passing modern dishware that has resale value, but I leave that to the other thrifters who have a particular interest in that era. Yeah, I don't know. $2.99, and that says Stetsons. I can't read that on there. This is that, whatever you call it, with an M. What is it? I don't remember. But it's missing its teacups. See, there's an indentation there for the cups. Moriari? I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, I do know, but I just can't remember what that raised dragonware stuff. And there are no teacups with it. I would get it if it had the cups. That stuff resells okay. But no cups. Not gonna buy you. Okay, so that was it. We went through the housewares very quickly. I am going to go over here and look at the lamps and see if there's any vintage tablecloths or linens, and then we're out of here and off to the next stop. This was a quick one. Stop number one yielded a Japan rooster, which was $2 and will probably only sell for about $9. You've often heard me say I don't really like to buy items for $1 or $2 and just sell them for maybe $5 more because there's just not enough profit margin in it. I will, however, carry a certain number of items like that in my shop, lower price items, which is good because sometimes people will shop and they'll bundle and they'll want more than one thing. Also, I deal with a lot of tolls in this area. Every time I cross the bridge from Philly into Jersey, I pay $5. So if I'm going into Jersey 3 days a week, sometimes more than that, you can imagine it could be $20 a week just to cross from Philly to Jersey. So, when I buy an item for $2 and sell it for $9 and make a $5 profit, in my mind I say, okay, well that's paid for one trip to Jersey. So I'm cool with selling maybe 4 or 5 of those items per month because I consider them paying my toll. It's kind of a mind trick, I guess, but it's the way I justify the time and the effort that it takes to buy an item with such a low profit margin. There certainly is a time element involved in cleaning an item, getting that nasty tape off of it, photographing it, I've said this before, uploading it, writing the description, paying the listing fees, and then wrapping it, packing it, shipping it, all of that. That takes time, and in business, time is money. And so I try to keep those low-priced items at a minimum. Okay, so I'm off to take a couple of boxes to the post office, and then we're going to go to the very next. This is stop number 2. So far we have one rooster at about $5 profit. So the day didn't start off with a bang, but sometimes they don't. And it's still just so much fun to be out, and it's a beautiful day. It's going to be warm today. It's probably going to be the last hot day of September, we think. So now I'm just rambling, so I'll turn this thing off. Okay, I was in and out of my second location very quickly, and I made a purchase, and I'm going to show it to you right now. I paid $2 for this. Yes, and what is it? Well, first of all, what does it look like? It looked to me like Royal Copley. It has that Royal Copley, those Royal Copley colors. And Royal Copley did a lot of sort of very gentle fading of their colors. Almost, you know the way flow blue is? The blue just flows. Well, Royal Copley did a lot of that. And I'm getting a Royal Copley feel. It doesn't say Royal Copley on the bottom, and it doesn't have the ridges that Royal Copley has. So, but sometimes Royal Copley, which I've just said 8 times, would put a sticker. I'm not an expert. I don't have a Royal Copley book, so it might be, but it might not be. It has a lid which I haven't untaped yet, so I guess we could look on the inside and see what it looks like on the inside. It looks lovely on the inside. There are no chips on the inside of the lid, which is always a benefit. And there aren't any chips or cracks on this piece. It's nice and clean. It really has that sort of 1940s feel to me. I'm really attracted to the color. It's more of a pale yellow and green with the pink in the middle. But what is it? Well, it's really big for a sugar bowl. Maybe for the Jolly Green Giant. Was it made for kitchen drippings? I'll let you guys put in the comments below what you think it was used for. It's, as you can see, very clean. That would be perfect for my ginger snaps. We'll see. But anyway, I like the look of that, and for $2 I think that was a really good deal because it's just very pretty. Okay, now that was stop number 2. Stop number 3 is going to be the post office, and that's where I'm headed next. And then I'll be leaving this section of Philadelphia and heading into South Philadelphia to my third Goodwill store, and then I'm going to go to the independents, the independently owned little thrift shops, the Philly AIDS Thrift Shop, Retrospect, some other independent thrift shops, secondhand shops that are located sort of in the heart of the city, of South Philly anyway. So stay with me, and it's a great day. Yes, VCRs used to be this big. The Commander.
Don't mind opening that door for us. We love to squeeze by. Sir.
by Sony. I mean, this thing must weigh, oh my goodness. This thing weighs 50 pounds. What a trip down memory lane. This has to be circa 1986, 87. I'll look that up when I get home. That's so old. This is a really cool memory for me. I'm on the corner of, just south of South Street, on the corner of Cater and like 6th or 7th Street, maybe 8th, I don't remember. But anyway, when that was built, it was a Jewish synagogue. And when I used to come to Philadelphia on my own in the 1984, that was an antique co-op. And I just remember being 16, 17 years old, coming over, and I used to love to wander through there. It was the first floor and all down in the basement as well. It closed, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 years ago, and has been converted into condos. But, South Street in the 1980s, it was wild. Memory for me. Okay, I'm back at the Philly AIDS Thrift. We're going to wander inside and see if there's any treasures to be found today. Okay, everyone, we're going to wrap it up right here on the dashboard of my car. Instead of the kitchen counter, I purchased 3 things today. From the left to the right is a candy dish. It's uranium glass, circa 1925-ish. I'll zoom in on it and let you see that it's in really great shape. It has a gilded embossed design around the lid, which is more Art Nouveau style than it is Deco, but this is definitely a 20s candy dish. Okay, that over there is some type of a kitchen jar, way too big to be a sugar bowl. Could be a thing for drippings, and I have a Royal Copley feel to this. But as I said earlier, I'm only basing that on a lot of the Royal Copley that I've seen looks very similar to this. Maybe one of you in the audience knows. It simply says Made in USA on the bottom, but sometimes Royal Copley had a paper sticker. And then finally from the Philly Aids Thrift, I hope you enjoyed me filming in there. I don't know how much you're going to be able to hear because they play some really wild music. And it's a very interesting shop. An awful cool we're just going to say mid-century table lamp there. I'm guessing this is kind of probably teak down here. I've got to clean it. There's some corrosion that we've got to get off of there. And I don't really think that this ever had any type of globe at the top. I think it just had light bulbs, kind of the way you see it there. But mid-century is getting out of my area of expertise if I have one. So that was the thrift haul. Not a whole lot today, but I bought 2 things from the Depression era that I really like and 1 item from mid-century. That's definitely going to be up for sale, and the other 2 pieces probably as well. Okay, I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop saying thanks for watching, and before I say so long for now, let me just remind you that the link to the Curiosity Shop, my eBay store, is in the description box below, and I always enjoy reading your comments and answering some of your questions, so if you care to do that, that would be thrilling for me as well. Now I'll say so long for now.